Hi guys. So I thought it would also be beneficial if I start doing a little bit of a review for all of the math strategies that we have been learning for adding. So today, just to start off, I figured that we would start with one of the first strategies that we learned to add two-digit numbers, and that is partial sums. So I'm going to do about 3 or 4 problems with you just to kind of get your brains working again, and we're going to review how we add two-digit numbers using partial sums. So to start off, I'm going to pick a two-digit number. So I'm thinking 34 plus 21. Okay, so I have 34 and 21. I have to draw my equals line, and then I have to draw my plus sign, because we know we can't add without our plus sign. So I'm going to put a T and an O so that we know that we have tens and ones. Sorry, I kind of have a glare on my board. So I know we have tens and ones. So when we're doing partial sums, we always start in the tens column. So I'm going to start in the tens column, and I'm going to add 3 plus 2. But we have to remember it's not just 3 plus 2, because remember, these are in our tens column. So if I have 3 tens, I really have 30. And if I have 2 tens, I really have 20. So I'm going to add 30 and 20. And I know that 30 plus 20 is 50. So I'm going to put 50 right down here. But remember, I have to make sure I keep them lined up. Sorry, my 5 isn't really lined up. I got to make sure that I keep them nice and lined up so that I don't get confused later on. So I added 30 and 20, and I got 50. So I added my tens column. Now that I added my tens column, I have to go and add my ones column. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So I'm going to put 5 in my ones column. I'm going to draw my answer line, and then I'm going to draw my plus sign. And my last step is 50 plus 5. And I know 50 plus 5 is 55. Easy peasy. Let's try another one. All right, I'm going to pick, let's do 56. Sorry, my pen just fell apart. 56 and 13. All right, so I have 56 and I have 13. I'm going to put my T for tens, and I'm going to put my O for ones, so I know which column is which. So now, what column do I have to start with? I have to start with my tens. So I have to add 5 and 1. 5 tens is 50, and 1 10 is just 10. So 50 plus 10 is 60. And I have to make sure to keep my numbers lined up in their columns. And now I added my tens, so now I have to move over and I have to add my ones. 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So 6 plus 3 is 9. And I have to put my 9 under my ones column to make sure I keep them all on top of each other. Otherwise, I'll get confused. So 0 plus 9 is 9. And I have 6 plus nothing. So it's just going to be 6. And my answer is going to be 69. I bet after kind of stepping away from these math problems for a little bit, you guys probably will be a little bit better at them, because you know how I told you that sometimes if you're getting frustrated by something, you just kind of have to step away from it for a little bit, and then when you come back to it, it makes a little bit more sense to you. All right, let's try to do 71 plus 24. 71 and 24. All right, let's look. First, I'm going to put my T and my O for tens and ones. So now I'm going to add 7 and 2. So it's really 7 tens, which is 70. and then 2 10s, which is 20. So I'm going to add 70 and 20, which I know is 90. So I'm going to put my 90 in their proper columns, my 9 and my 0, and then I'm going to move over to my 1s, and I'm going to look at 4 and 1. So I know 4 plus 1, easy, it's 5. So I'm going to put my 5 in my 1s column. I'm going to draw my equals line, and I'm going to write plus. 90 plus 5, so easy. 90 plus 5 is 95. And 95 is my answer. I think partial sums is easy for a lot of you, but once we switched over to, or once we showed you guys the shortcut method, that kind of became the favorite for everyone. So I will go over the shortcut method tomorrow and see if we can get our brains working once again. All right, see you guys tomorrow.